Oh dear. My body is revolting against me. Or in other ways, but that's not the point. Anyway, Monday morning. It's dry. A little bit chilly. It's windy, but nothing like Storm Dara over the weekend. Back to some sort of normality. I hope we managed to ride the storms out okay. I know there has been casualties and what have you, but yeah, all the best to everyone. Let's hope everything gets sorted pretty quick and back to normal. And condolences, of course, to those who may have lost somebody. Sounds like it was pretty nasty in places. Down here we had, well, no rain yesterday. The wind was still, yeah, ferocious. But I think we were on the edge of it. Saturday was the worst day. Rain and wind. A lull in the afternoon, I guess, as we passed through the eye of the storm. And then off it went again in the evening. Anyway, so far so good. I can't see any damage around the house or anything. Let's go this way. Yeah, you got to guess, haven't you, which way they're going to go. I mean, my preference would be they just stay as they are. Let me sort it out. But that's okay. Alright, so Charminster Road. Hello, Mr. White Van Man. Thank you. Present motorcycles. I always thought they were Suzuki. I noticed they've got Yamaha as well now. Been there for as long as I can remember. And here we have Primera Sports, our local bike shop. And they've got a high bike centre next door. I think it specialises in e-bikes actually, but I'm sure being high bike you can probably get anything. They've been around a long time as well. Yeah. They're obviously very good at what they do. Oh, this is a bit of a slog. Always is actually. It can catch you out. Doesn't feel very steep, and it's not. However, straight out the door, by the time you get up to here, yeah, well, I'm huffing and puffing anyway. It takes me a while to get warmed up out on the bike. Come on then. Okay. Right. There we go. Plenty of room to let them go by. No need to take the lane. Yeah, that glove. The seam of the glove catches the downshift button. Right, you stay there a minute. I'm out here. You can definitely see me. Thank you. Yeah, did it again. Anyway, a little something I need to get used to with these shifters. No gloves. Yeah, good tactile feel. you know which button you're touching. Yeah, no problem. With the gloves, yeah, I just need to work it out. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Now, as you know, if you've been around a while, we're not scared of the occasional 100 miler. Weekends in the summer, usually 100k or more. I know that hasn't been the case this year, and that's part of the problem I find myself in. Yeah, so when I talk about bike fitness and regaining bike fitness, it's more a case of, you know, that last, yeah, all good, that sort of top 10%, those sort of lost. I have no problem pedaling the bike around, that's for sure. And yeah, just that 10% that I've lost at the top. Obviously the weight doesn't help with that. It is very much part of the problem. And getting that seat time in again. The bike is still wonderfully comfortable. Don't have a problem there. I do find when I put a bit of padding on, see my legs get a bit shorter. Yeah, you know, a bit more cushion to sit on. But yeah, it's getting used to just being sat for long periods, pedaling away. Something we haven't done for a long time. Losing the weight, allowing the heart rate to build up, and yeah, getting back to the way it was. Set out on the gravel bike. Again, just for a bit of confidence. A lot of leaves and branches and stuff in the road near the curbs. Yeah, gravel bike's going to deal with that a lot better than the road bike. But like I said before, the road bike will become an option for definite. Now this has been brought up before, but yeah, if you look at my power numbers, they're always in the 300s or so when I'm pedaling. It doesn't mean I'm super powerful. Well, actually, in a way it does, but of course I've got a lot more to shift than most, so it doesn't mean I've got any extra watts per kilogram. It just means I need to use a lot of power to keep moving forwards. I would much rather be 80 kilograms doing 170 watts than you know, 120 odd doing 320 watts. But there you go. I guess in a way we're always looking for something or not, whether it's just a few extra watts per kilogram here and there, or if it's yeah, greater changes than that. Right, okay, this is the other end of Old Christchurch Road, so behind me it's pedestrianised now, down to the square. This is sort of the entertainment centre of Old Christchurch Road. You've got Turtle Bay there, and yeah, just lots of outlets here at Horseshoe Common, and that is also pedestrianised on your weekend evenings. Makes it a safe area. People can mill about. Doesn't matter if they're a little bit worse for wear. Chances are they're not going to get knocked down by cars when they stumble out into the road. It's all just a bit more civilized these days, I think. Many years since we've been down to, I say many years since we've been down to the centre of Bournemouth on a weekend for entertainment purposes, let's say. Right, up to the Lansdowne. Lansdowne clock tower covered in scaffolding. Lots of work going on. Blimey. Now, if you look down at the road, you may or may not be able to see tyre marks. It's sort of a sleety rain, which is surprising. Whoa, don't like the look of him. He was not slowing down. Yeah, sort of a sleety rain. Funny. It's about 5 degrees. And yeah, my body is revolting against me. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, so Saturday lunchtime, absolutely fine. Went and did the shopping, you know, weekend jobs that need doing, stuff like that. Mid-afternoon, sore throat, zonked out. Never saw it coming. Not even a hint of, oh, I got a bit of a tickle or whatever. Just straight to, oh my god, I got a sore throat, and then zonked out. But I remember being told, Bath Hill, by the way, Royal Bath Hotel, not the grand place it used to be, but looks nice in the dark. Yeah, so I remember being told years ago, if you have a cold and it's from the chest down, stay at home. You know, rest, sleep it off, get over it. If it's from the neck up, yeah, just carry on, but take it easy. And that's what I've got. Sore throat, runny nose, just crying out loud. Anything to try and sort of derail progress, let's say, it feels like sometimes. It's not the case, obviously, it's just life and that's the way it is. Oh, hello. It's a very strange place to stop with no lights on. Police everywhere, seems. So, yeah, so I'm going to take it easy this morning. I don't want to break the sort of routine. I still want to get out. And yeah, there'll be those of you who say, well, you haven't really been pushing yourself at all so far. And you're right, I know that. But I can see this is going to be a long process. Around the back of the Bic, Bournemouth International Centre. Lots of stuff goes on here. So let's go up there. It's horrible, but let's do it. Yeah, I know. I was supposed to be taking it easy. Let's be honest, I am. Not like I'm out of the saddle trying to do a PR, is it? Yeah, so this morning breathing is an issue. Blocked nose is an issue, and yeah, blocked tubes across my forehead is an issue. Woo! But just because something's difficult doesn't mean you should do it, shouldn't do it. All good. Because let's be honest, if humans didn't do difficult, horrible things from time to time, we'd all still be living in caves, eating blackberries off the bushes. Sounds quite idyllic when I say it like that, actually. However, bicycles wouldn't have been invented, so on and so on and so on. So in a very small way, sometimes you have to do slightly uncomfortable things to move forwards. So that's why I'm out today. I'm sure for those of you that take your training very seriously, you too get into a position where you do uncomfortable things to get the benefits from it. So anyway, I won't be doing any 1,000-watt sprints today, or getting out the saddle going uphill. I'm going to do just enough to get the heart rate going and hopefully kickstart the metabolism for the rest of the day. So actually it's hard to tell. There's the old gym bunnies. Gonna go for a run, no doubt. But yes, it's hard to tell whether this is rain or just the dew and condensation in the air. Ground's not really getting too wet. Let's say it's undecided at this moment, but we do get a cold snap at sunrise every day, where it seems to drop in temperature by a couple of degrees and then it comes back up again. These days that's usually around 7 o'clock, just before, just after. And we're currently on 20 past 6. Oops, stick. Oh, that's nice. I think we've got a bit of wind behind there. So, wind's still coming from the north, which has been part of the storm. Made it a little bit unusual, because we don't usually get wind from the north. We usually get sort of hurricane winds, or the leftovers of hurricanes that come up from the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, which is why generally this area is pretty warm pretty mild weather because we get warm winds coming up, and headwind is nearly always when you're heading west. Now I don't know if it's global warming or anything else. I'm not qualified to make that statement, but wind directions have definitely not been as reliable as they were as I've lived my life in Bournemouth. So things are changing for sure. No beats per minute, so I can see my heart rate's not on the Wahoo. So Wahoo's playing up again, maybe. I actually afforded myself some ride nutrition this morning, some fuel. Yeah, a banana, about an hour ago. Oh, and a coffee. But that's more habit than anything else. Alright, lots of cars, can see headlights. Oh, good. Yeah, so a little bit of fuel this morning, which is unusual for me. Little short rides like this, usually fasted. I don't think there's any problem with doing, even for somebody my size. Doing little rides. Hour to an hour and a half, or maybe just a cup of coffee. Depends what you're looking to achieve, obviously. Not sure I'll be doing, full out sprints. But, just riding around town, enjoying the empty roads at a reasonable pace. Yeah, no need to fuel that. Surely part of the problem is too much fuel, not enough calorie burn. Yay! I'm not going to be quick enough, I don't think. No, I think we're good. Okay. Hole. Right, coming up to Frizzell's LV, Frizzell House. Do I take on the traffic? Well, I've got my raincoat on. It has bloody great reflective stripes on it. and Frizzell's. I don't know how well it's lit at night. Right, what have we got? Oh yeah, let's have that. Yeah, that's okay. Oh well, the old unclipping trick didn't work that time. Actually, I was going to get on the path. No, nobody's going right. I'm going to go into Westbourne. I was going to get on the path over there, but actually let's go through the bus lane into Westbourne. County Gates house, where the Dorset Hampshire border used to be. And right, we'll turn towards Glenfiness Avenue, Talbot Woods, that sort of area. And a few little uphills, but very definitely on the way home. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, so there is a bike path there as you get onto the Wessex Way, which will take you along Princess Road and then down to Coy Pond. But at this time in the morning, no traffic. I'll just take this route. You've still got to ride up Glenfiness Avenue or Benellan Drive. Neither of them a pleasant experience. Anything there? No, nothing showing on the signs. Right. Can't really race down here. Crossings in play at the bottom nowadays with the improvements to the bike path. Right, let's get a low gear. Yep. Bad timing putting the power back on. There we go. Benellan Avenue. We're doing a lot of road work around here, improving the junctions. It was a bit bumpy, has to be said. Poor quality surface. Bit of what do they call it? Speed humps and things like that. Traffic calming, that's the word. I think they're encouraging cyclists to go down to the bottom of Glenfiness Avenue now, because they've cut the shortcut off and made it a tight left turn to come down here. Now it could be to discourage cars from using this as a shortcut, but it also discourages cyclists. That's okay. I'm sure it's all been thought out, planned, and 2 and 2 came to 5, so they did it. Usual situation. Have to excuse me a moment. Sleeves are definitely going to need to go in the washing machine when I get back. There's no easy way up to here. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Several ways of doing it. 3 in fact. None of them easy. Oh, bumpy there, let's have here. Yeah, that's a bit better. Whoa, that was a biggie. Any? Nope. Yes, this is all part of putting in the bridge back there, and well, it's an improvement for sure. Oh, more rubbish in the bike lane. It's to be expected. It was ferocious wind the weekend. Yeah, lots of fir cones, pine needles. Gravel bike, definitely the right bike for this. Right, what are we going to get at the roundabout? Yeah, lots of dunnage, detritus, rubbish in the bike lane. I don't want the bike path. Okay, all good. Very bumpy bit of road through here. Nothing behind me, I could take the middle of the lane really. Have a better view of what's coming. He's well back. Gotta get to the lights before he catches up. I've missed the Audi out of the way. I'm sorry, when you see 4 rings and S-line and it's about 10 years old, yeah, you know what you're going to get. So, Winton High Street. Christmas lights are on the poles. Probably about as much as they're going to do this year, I don't know. It's quite often, no, it went the other way. There's quite often carol singing and stuff up here at the top of Peters Hill, outside Iceland. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Never mind. It all worked out okay. Of course, there's the Christmas music in all the shops now. Well, that's been going on for weeks. What are we today? 10th? Oh, I don't know. So there you go. Not a lot of miles today, but enough hopefully to get the fires burning. And hopefully for the rest of the day, I've probably got quite a heavy day actually physically. Seems to be happening a lot at the moment. Trying to get lots of things done before retirement. And I'm going to be busy for the next couple of months, that's for sure. Anyway, thank you for joining me. And yeah, come and join me on the next one. Yeah, just going to warm down a little bit. Just in case there's anything in my legs after that little sprint up Peters Hill. Yeah, just get the blood pumping and push everything through and let the legs relax again.